How do top restaurants get steak perfectly pink? Or chicken so juicy it melts in your mouth? It's science, not magic. The secret is sous-vide. Never overcook fish again. Or dry out chicken. Sous-vide means control and precision. Simple food becomes extraordinary. No chef training needed, just water, a bag, and a smart tool. It's like having a top chef by your side. This isn't a fad. It's a new way to cook. The secret? Temperature, not time, makes it perfect. Sous-vide removes guesswork. You get confidence with any ingredient. Cooking in water sounds odd, but it changed food forever. Like many culinary innovations, sous-vide began in France in the 1970s, not in a fancy restaurant, but out of necessity. Chef Georges Pralis at restaurant Trois Gros faced a problem cooking foie gras the traditional way meant losing nearly half its weight and fat. Pralis sealed foie gras in plastic, cooked it gently in water, and discovered it stayed plump, rich, and delicious. At the same time, food scientist Bruno Gousseau was experimenting with vacuum cooking to tenderize tough beef for railway catering. He found that precise, low temperatures over long periods broke down tough cuts without overcooking. Pralis brought the chef's touch, Gousseau, the scientific rigor. Together they laid the foundation for modern sous-vide, minimal loss, maximum flavor, and perfect texture. Their work proved that cooking food in a temperature-controlled water bath wasn't a gimmick, it was a game changer. The technique spread quietly, promising better results and less waste. Sous-vide was born from a blend of culinary creativity and scientific precision. It was a quiet revolution that would soon transform kitchens around the world. What started as a solution for chefs became a new standard for cooking. The world was about to discover the power of the water bath, and nothing in the kitchen would ever be the same. Sous vide is simple. Seal your food in a bag, place it in a water bath, set the temperature. Wait, the food cooks perfectly every time. We all love the sizzle of a steak in a hot pan, but traditional cooking is a race against time and temperature. High heat means a tiny window for perfection. Too soon, it's raw. Too late, it's dry. You end up with a gradient overcooked outside, hopefully perfect inside. It's a compromise that demands skill and constant attention. Sous vide flips the script. The water bath is set to your target temperature, so food cooks gently and evenly. No more gray bands or dry edges. Your steak is perfectly pink throughout, your chicken juicy from end to end. No more racing, no more guesswork. But sous vide food comes out looking pale. It needs a quick sear for that delicious crust and flavor. Just pat it dry and give it a minute in a hot pan or on the grill. You get the best of both worlds. A flawless interior and a mouth-watering exterior. Sous vide is about control and consistency, finished with classic flair. It's not just easier, it's better. That's why it's become the gold standard for perfect results. Once sous vide's potential was unlocked, top chefs around the world took notice. In Michelin-starred kitchens, consistency and precision are everything. Sous vide delivered both. Chefs could transform tough cuts into tender masterpieces, infuse vegetables with intense flavors, and guarantee perfect results every time. Icons like Heston Blumenthal, Thomas Keller, and the Roca brothers pushed the boundaries, creating legendary dishes and writing the book on sous vide. The technique became a hallmark of modern cuisine, a secret weapon for culinary innovation. For years, sous vide was exclusive, bulky, expensive, and intimidating for home cooks. But as with all great technology, it began to trickle down. The mystique faded as the method became more accessible. What started in elite restaurants soon found its way into everyday kitchens. Sous vide was no longer just for the culinary elite. It was ready for anyone who wanted to cook like a pro. The revolution was just beginning, and home cooks everywhere were about to join in. For years, home sous vide was out of reach. Equipment was huge and expensive, but in the 2010s, everything changed. Innovators shrank the technology, making sleek, affordable immersion circulators you could clip onto any pot. Suddenly, sous vide was as accessible as a blender. Companies like Anova and Joule made it even easier, adding smartphone controls and user-friendly features. Food bloggers and home cooks shared their results online, and the trend exploded. People realized they could achieve restaurant-quality food at home. No special training required. The fear disappeared, replaced by excitement and creativity. Today, sous-vide is a staple for meal prep, dinner parties, and special occasions. It guarantees juicy chicken, perfect steaks, and stress-free holiday roasts. Sous-vide solves real problems, making great food easier and more reliable. It's no longer a chef's secret. It's a tool for everyone who loves good food. Thomas Keller, head of the French Laundry, became sous-vide's greatest evangelist. His book, Under Pressure, taught chefs the science and art behind the method. Heston Blumenthal at the Fat Duck used sous-vide to reinvent classics, like his legendary 72-hour short rib, fork tender, perfectly pink, and impossible by any other method. The Roca brothers in Spain took sous-vide even further, using it for creative distillations and flavor extractions. These chefs proved sous-vide wasn't a shortcut. It was a tool for creativity and precision. Their influence inspired thousands of chefs to adopt the method. Sous-vide became a symbol of modern, innovative cooking. It required understanding and skill, not just pressing a button. Thanks to these pioneers, sous-vide moved from elite kitchens to homes everywhere. They showed the world what was possible with a water bath and a little imagination, and they changed the way we cook forever. What should you cook with sous-vide? Some foods are simply transformed by the technique. Steak tops the list, perfect doneness, edge to edge every time. Chicken breast becomes juicy and tender, never dry. Pork chops stay moist and flavorful. Fish like salmon and cod turn out flaky and delicate, impossible to overcook. Eggs cooked sous-vide are creamy and custardy, poached perfection. Even vegetables shine. Carrots with butter and thyme become sweet and vibrant. Potatoes turn creamy and rich. The technique works for desserts too. Think flawless custards and crème brûlée. You can even infuse spirits for cocktails. Sous-vide elevates everyday meals and perfect special occasions. It's not just for meat. Anything can benefit from precise, gentle cooking. The possibilities are endless. With sous-vide, you'll discover new flavors and textures in familiar foods. It's a game changer for any kitchen. Sous-vide has done more than add a gadget to our kitchens. It's changed how we think about food. Perfection is now possible for anyone, not just elite chefs. The focus has shifted from time to temperature, unlocking textures and flavors we never thought possible. It's made us more adventurous, turning intimidating cuts into showstoppers and reducing food waste. Sous-vide is a safety net, encouraging creativity and confidence. It hasn't replaced traditional methods. You still need a pan for that sear. But it's become an essential tool. The bar for tenderness and flavor is higher than ever, from restaurants to home kitchens. Sous-vide is about control, precision, and the joy of cooking without fear. It's a revolution that started in a bag of water and ended up changing the world of food. Now anyone can cook with confidence and consistency. The story of sous-vide is about making perfection possible, one meal at a time. It's science, it's art, and it's here to stay. Welcome to the new standard for flavor.